The music industry is thriving, and celebrities have taken the lead in coming out as gay. Find out in today's video. Big Freedia, the Queen of Bounce, is a New Orleans legend who has brought bounce music, a subgenre of hip-hop, into the mainstream. As a proud queer artist, Big Freedia challenges gender norms and celebrates the vibrancy of LGBTQ+ culture. Her infectious energy, both on and off stage, has won her legions of fans and a place in popular music history. Freedia's collaborations with major artists like Beyoncé and Drake have further amplified her influence, proving that authenticity and talent can break through any barrier. Michelle Ndegeocello is a pioneering figure in neo-soul and R&B, known for her deeply introspective lyrics and genre-defying sound. As one of the first Black artists to openly identify as queer, Michelle has paved the way for others to follow. Her music often tackles complex topics, from love and politics to race and identity, earning her a dedicated following and critical acclaim. Kehlani is a rising star in the world of R&B who has been open about her sexuality, identifying first as queer and later as a lesbian. Her music, which often explores themes of love, identity, and healing, has resonated deeply with fans. Albums like It Was Good Until It Wasn't and Blue Water Road showcases her ability to weave personal experiences into her art. Kehlani is also a vocal advocate for mental health awareness and LGBTQ+ visibility, frequently engaging with her audience on social media to share insights into her journey. Steve Lacy is a Grammy-winning artist known for his work with the band The Internet and his solo projects. In 2017, Steve casually came out as bisexual, a moment that he has continued to explore through his music and interviews. His distinctive sound blends R&B, funk, and soul, while his lyrics often touch on themes of love and self-discovery. Steve's openness about his sexuality has made him a relatable figure for many fans navigating their own identities. Janelle Monáe is a multi-talented artist whose work transcends music, acting, and activism. Known for her futuristic style and boundary-pushing creativity, Janelle revealed in a 2018 interview with Rolling Stone that she identifies as pansexual. Later, she shared that she feels aligned with the non-binary experience, further expanding the conversation around gender identity. Her album Dirty Computer is a celebration of individuality, queerness, and liberation, with tracks like Pink and Make Me Feel serving as anthems for self-love. Beyond her music, Janelle is a passionate advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, using her platform to amplify marginalized voices and push for greater representation. Todrick Hall is a vibrant entertainer whose work spans music, dance, and theater. As an openly gay artist, Todrick has built his career on celebrating queerness and diversity. His music videos, such as Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels, are colorful, high-energy affirmations of self-expression, while his Broadway performances showcase his versatility and talent. Todrick often highlights the challenges faced by LGBTQ+ individuals, particularly those from Black and other marginalized communities. His unapologetic embrace of his identity has made him a role model for aspiring queer artists around the world. Billy Porter, an Emmy-winning actor, Tony Award winner, and singer, is a larger-than-life figure in the entertainment world. Known for his standout performances on Broadway and his role as Pray Tell in the groundbreaking series Pose, Billy has long been a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. He has shared his personal struggles with being gay in a conservative environment, his journey to self-acceptance, and his commitment to living authentically. Beyond his artistic achievements, Billy is celebrated for his bold and gender-defying fashion, often stealing the spotlight on red carpets and inspiring others to embrace their individuality. Though Azealia Banks is a polarizing figure in the music industry, she has long identified as bisexual and spoken openly about her experiences. Known for her rapid-fire rap delivery and provocative lyrics, Azalea often challenges societal norms and uses her platform to discuss issues of race, gender, and identity. Despite her controversies, her influence as a bisexual Black artist remains notable. What resonated with you the most in this video? Was there a moment that felt personal, inspiring, or thought-provoking? Let us know in the comments below. Lil Nas X, whose real name is Montero Lamar Hill, burst onto the music scene with his viral hit Old Town Road, which broke records and defied genre boundaries by blending country and hip-hop. In June 2019, during Pride Month, Lil Nas X publicly came out as gay via a tweet, making him one of the most prominent openly gay rappers in history. His subsequent releases, including the provocative and unapologetic Montero, Call Me By Your Name, have solidified his status as a fearless advocate for LGBTQ+ representation. Lil Nas X frequently uses his music videos and performances to challenge stereotypes, combat homophobia, and celebrate queer joy, making him an icon for young LGBTQ+ individuals worldwide. Frank Ocean is a trailblazing R&B singer and songwriter whose music delves into themes of love, heartbreak, and self-reflection. In 2012, ahead of the release of his critically acclaimed album Channel Orange, Frank posted a heartfelt open letter on Tumblr revealing that his first love was a man. This moment was groundbreaking, as it marked one of the first times a major male artist in R&B openly discussed same-sex love. Frank's honesty resonated with fans and critics alike, helping to dismantle stigma in an industry often dominated by hypermasculinity. Through his artistry, Frank continues to redefine the boundaries of R&B, offering a safe space for vulnerability and self-expression. Wade Davis, a former cornerback who played from 2000 to 2003, came out as gay after it fell. Since then, Davis has become a prominent advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, focusing on dismantling homophobia in sports. As a motivational speaker and leader of the New York Warriors in the Gay Flag Football League, Davis continues to inspire through his activism and advocacy. Michael Sam gained widespread attention in 2014 when he became the first openly gay player to be drafted into the NFL. Selected by the St. Louis Rams in the 7th round, Sam was already a star at the University of Missouri, where he was named SEC Defensive Player of the Year. Though his professional career was short-lived, Sam has remained a powerful advocate for LGBTQ+ inclusion, using his platform to promote understanding and acceptance. Colton Underwood, a former tight end who played in the NFL from 2014 to 2016, publicly came out as gay in 2021. Underwood, who gained fame as a contestant on The Bachelor, has since shared his journey of self-discovery, highlighting the mental health struggles he faced while hiding his identity. Today, Underwood is a passionate advocate for authenticity and self-love, using his platform to inspire others. Jeff Rohrer, a linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys from 1982 to 1989, made history in 2018 by becoming the first former NFL player to marry someone of the same sex. Before publicly coming out, Rohrer had been married to a woman and had children. His decision to share his truth was met with widespread support, and his wedding to Joshua Ross became a significant moment in the history of LGBTQ+ representation in professional football. Azera Tuolo played as a defensive tackle in the NFL from 1991 to 1999 for teams like the Green Bay Packers and Minnesota Vikings. In 2002, years after his retirement, Tuolo publicly came out as gay, sharing the challenges he faced as a closeted athlete in his autobiography, Alone in the Trenches: My Life as a Gay Man in the NFL. Tuolo has since become a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ inclusion and anti-bullying efforts, frequently speaking at schools and organizations about his journey. Kwame Harris, an offensive tackle, was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers in 2003 and later played for the Oakland Raiders. Though Harris initially kept his sexual orientation private, he was outed in 2013 following a legal dispute with his former boyfriend. Despite the difficult circumstances, Harris used the attention to speak openly about his identity and the challenges LGBTQ+ athletes face, becoming a voice for change and understanding in the sports community. Roy Simmons, a guard for the New York Giants and Washington Redskins from 1979 to 1983, publicly came out as gay in 1992 on The Phil Donahue Show. Simmons faced significant discrimination during his career and struggled with personal challenges. Despite these difficulties, he became an advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, sharing his experiences in his autobiography, Out of Bounds. Simmons was posthumously inducted into the National Gay and Lesbian Sports Hall of Fame. Ray McDonald's career in the NFL was brief, playing for the Washington Redskins in the late 1960s. His sexual orientation came to light following his arrest in 1968, a revelation that brought his career to an early end. Although his story is one of tragedy, McDonald's experience sparked early conversations about LGBTQ+ inclusion in professional sports, paving the way for future athletes. Ryan O'Callaghan, a former offensive tackle, played for the New England Patriots and Kansas City Chiefs from 2006 to 2011. In 2017, years after retiring, O'Callaghan revealed he was gay, sharing that football had once been a way for him to hide his identity. He has since become an outspoken advocate for mental health awareness and LGBTQ+ inclusion, highlighting the challenges LGBTQ+ athletes face. His courage in sharing his journey has inspired many, both inside and outside the sports world. Ryan Russell, a former defensive end, played for the Dallas Cowboys, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and briefly joined the Buffalo Bills training camp between 2015 and 2018. In 2019, Russell made headlines when he came out as bisexual through an open letter published by ESPN. In his letter, he emphasized the importance of authenticity and representation in sports, stating, "Football is for everyone." Since coming out, Russell has dedicated himself to advocating for diversity and inclusion within professional sports and beyond. Carl Nassib made history in June 2021 when he became the first active NFL player to publicly come out as gay. At the time, the defensive end was playing for the Las Vegas Raiders, marking a monumental step forward for the league's inclusivity. Nassib, who played for Penn State before joining the NFL in 2016, began his career with the Cleveland Browns and later played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. His coming out announcement on Instagram highlighted his gratitude toward his teammates and coaches for their unwavering support. Nassib's courage continues to inspire players and fans, proving that authenticity is a strength both on and off the field. Dave Kopay was the first professional athlete from any major sport to come out as gay, setting a historic precedent in 1975. The former running back played from 1964 to 1972 for teams like the San Francisco 49ers, Detroit Lions, and Washington Redskins. Kopay's decision to share his story post-retirement was groundbreaking, leading to the publication of his best-selling autobiography, The Dave Kopay Story, in 1977. Kopay has since become a passionate advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, serving as a board member of the Gay and Lesbian Athletics Foundation. His legacy continues to inspire athletes around the globe. Sarah Paulson, a versatile actress known for her roles in American Horror Story and Ratched, has long been a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. Paulson's relationship with actress Holland Taylor, who is 32 years her senior, has been celebrated as a testament to the idea that love knows no bounds. Paulson has often spoken about the importance of embracing one's identity and rejecting societal expectations. Her success and advocacy have made her a beloved figure in the LGBTQ+ community. Ellen DeGeneres is a pioneer in LGBTQ visibility. In 1997, she came out as gay on her sitcom Ellen, and in real life, making history. While her decision initially led to professional setbacks, DeGeneres eventually rose to become one of the most influential figures in television. Her daytime talk show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, became a platform for promoting kindness, inclusivity, and LGBTQ acceptance. Her courage to come out at a time when it was risky to do so paved the way for greater acceptance in Hollywood. Sam Smith, a Grammy-winning artist, has used their soulful music to connect with millions around the world. Songs like Stay With Me and I'm Not the Only One have solidified their status as one of the most talented voices of their generation. Smith came out as gay early in their career and later revealed they identify as non-binary, using they/them pronouns. Smith has been open about their struggles with self-acceptance and has become a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, encouraging fans to embrace their true selves. Laverne Cox made history as the first openly transgender person to be nominated for an Emmy, thanks to her groundbreaking role as Sophia Bursett in Orange is the New Black. Cox is not only a talented actress, but also a tireless activist for transgender rights. She has spoken extensively about the discrimination faced by the trans community and has worked to raise awareness about issues such as violence and underrepresentation. Cox's advocacy has had a profound impact on the entertainment industry and society at large. Ricky Martin, once the heartthrob of the late 1990s and early 2000s, came out as gay in 2010, following years of speculation about his personal life. Since then, Martin has become an outspoken advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, particularly in Latin America. As a father and husband, Martin continues to be a role model, proving that authenticity and self-acceptance are key to happiness. Billy Porter, an actor, singer, and fashion icon, gained widespread recognition for his role as Pray Tell in Pose, a groundbreaking series about New York's ballroom culture. Porter's extravagant red carpet looks have challenged traditional notions of masculinity and gender. In addition to his advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights, Porter has openly discussed his experience living with HIV, aiming to reduce stigma and promote understanding. Cara Delevingne, a supermodel turned actress, has been a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ representation. She identifies as pansexual and has often spoken about the fluidity of her sexuality. Delevingne's openness about her relationships and struggles with mental health has made her a relatable figure for many young people navigating their own identities. Jonathan Van Ness, best known as the grooming expert on Queer Eye, is a beacon of positivity and self-love. Van Ness identifies as non-binary and uses they/them pronouns. They have also been open about living with HIV, using their platform to challenge stigma and promote education. Van Ness's journey is a testament to resilience and the power of self-expression. Tessa Thompson, known for her roles in Thor Ragnarok and Westworld, identifies as bisexual. She has been open about her sexuality in interviews, discussing the importance of representation and inclusivity. Thompson's advocacy for LGBTQ+ visibility extends to her work, as she often takes on roles that challenge stereotypes. What resonated with you the most in this video? Was there a moment that felt personal, inspiring, or thought-provoking? Let us know in the comments below. RuPaul is a trailblazer who brought drag culture into the mainstream with his hit show RuPaul's Drag Race. As one of the most prominent LGBTQ+ icons in the world, RuPaul has dedicated his career to celebrating individuality and self-expression. His work has not only entertained millions, but also fostered greater acceptance of drag and LGBTQ+ identities. Lil Nas X disrupted the music industry with his chart-topping single Old Town Road, which became one of the most successful songs in history. In 2019, at the height of his fame, he came out as gay, becoming one of the few openly gay artists in the traditionally conservative hip-hop genre. Lil Nas X has since embraced his identity unapologetically, using his music and performances, such as the provocative Montero, Call Me By Your Name, to challenge stereotypes and push for greater LGBTQ+ representation in the music industry. His boldness has inspired a new generation to live authentically. Elliot Page gained widespread recognition for their role in Juno, which earned an Academy Award nomination. Later, they captivated audiences with their portrayal of Vanya Hargreaves in The Umbrella Academy. In December 2020, Page publicly came out as transgender and non-binary, marking a monumental moment for LGBTQ+ representation in mainstream media. In their announcement, Page expressed gratitude for the support they received and spoke about the ongoing challenges faced by the trans community, such as discrimination and violence. As a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, Page has become an inspiration for countless individuals worldwide, using their platform to push for greater inclusion and understanding. Kristen Stewart, best known for her role as Bella Swan in the Twilight Saga, has since transitioned into more artistic and critically acclaimed projects, such as Clouds of Sils Maria and Spencer, where she played Princess Diana. Stewart has openly discussed her queer identity in interviews, acknowledging the challenges of being in the public eye while navigating her personal life. Over time, she has become more outspoken about the importance of living authentically and proudly. Stewart's openness about her sexuality has resonated deeply with fans, and she continues to advocate for better LGBTQ+ representation in film. Neil Patrick Harris is a multifaceted entertainer, an actor, singer, and producer who is beloved for his comedic timing as Barney Stinson in How I Met Your Mother. In 2006, Harris publicly came out as gay, stating that he was proud of his identity and happy to live authentically. Since then, Harris has broken barriers as one of the most visible gay actors in Hollywood. He shares a happy family life with his husband, David Burtka, and their 2 children. Through his openness, Harris has helped normalize same-sex relationships and parenting in the media. Jodie Foster has been an iconic figure in Hollywood since her breakout roles in Taxi Driver and The Silence of the Lambs. Though she was famously private about her personal life for much of her career, Foster publicly came out during a heartfelt speech at the Golden Globes in 2013. In the speech, she reflected on her journey as a private person navigating fame and the complexities of identity. Foster's decision to share her truth was met with widespread admiration, and she remains a celebrated figure in the LGBTQ+ community. Catherine Hamnett, a British designer known for her slogan t-shirts with powerful messages such as "Choose Life" and "No War," has consistently used her platform to advocate for social justice, environmental sustainability, and LGBTQ+ rights. Hamnett's fearless approach to activism and design has cemented her reputation as a trailblazer. Her work resonates deeply with progressive audiences, and her commitment to equality continues to inspire both the fashion industry and the LGBTQ+ community. Grace Coddington, the former creative director of Vogue, is a storytelling genius whose editorial work has shaped fashion for decades. As a strong ally of the LGBTQ+ community, Coddington has consistently championed diversity and inclusion in her projects. Her ability to push boundaries and celebrate individuality has made her a beloved figure in the fashion world. Coddington's dedication to creating spaces for underrepresented voices has further solidified her legacy as a supporter of LGBTQ+ representation. Stella McCartney is a designer synonymous with sustainability and ethical fashion. Her commitment to creating cruelty-free and environmentally friendly designs has set a new standard in the industry. McCartney is also a vocal advocate for diversity and inclusion, often addressing issues of inequality and LGBTQ+ rights. While she does not personally identify as part of the LGBTQ+ community, her inclusive campaigns and gender-neutral designs have made her a significant ally. Her ability to combine activism with artistry has had a lasting impact on the fashion world. Martine Rose, a British-Jamaican designer, has redefined menswear with her innovative, gender-fluid approach. Her designs blend masculine and feminine elements, creating garments that challenge traditional norms. Rose's work explores themes of identity and self-expression, making her a prominent voice for inclusivity in fashion. Her runway shows often feature diverse casting, including queer and non-binary models, further emphasizing her commitment to representation. Rose's fearless creativity has garnered a dedicated following among LGBTQ+ individuals and fashion enthusiasts. A true visionary, Elsa Schiaparelli was a leading figure in the fashion world during the early 20th century. Known for her collaborations with surrealist artists like Salvador Dalí, Schiaparelli's designs were as unconventional as her personal life. Though her sexuality was never publicly acknowledged, her rebellious spirit and avant-garde creations have made her a queer icon. Her influence on contemporary fashion and her defiance of societal expectations continue to inspire LGBTQ+ designers and artists. While primarily recognized as a style icon of the 1990s, Carolyn Bessette Kennedy's impact on fashion is undeniable. Her minimalist aesthetic and sophisticated approach to dressing redefined elegance for a generation. Bessette Kennedy was a quiet supporter of diversity in the fashion industry, working closely with designers and creatives from various backgrounds. Her timeless style and advocacy for inclusivity have left a lasting impression on both the fashion world and the LGBTQ+ community. Jenny Shimizu broke barriers as one of the first openly lesbian supermodels in the 1990s. Known for her androgynous beauty and striking features, she became a muse for major brands like Calvin Klein and DKNY. Shimizu's openness about her sexuality was groundbreaking at a time when LGBTQ+ representation in fashion was limited. Her trailblazing career has inspired countless queer models and creatives to embrace their identities unapologetically. Tasha Tilburg, a Canadian supermodel, is celebrated for her androgynous looks and openness about her sexuality. Tilburg has been a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ visibility in the fashion industry, using her platform to challenge stereotypes and promote inclusivity. Her striking presence and fearless authenticity have made her a role model for young queer individuals seeking representation in mainstream media. Ashley Benson, primarily known for her acting career, has also made significant contributions to the fashion world. As an openly queer woman, Benson's bold and eclectic style has resonated with LGBTQ+ audiences. Her collaborations with fashion brands and her influence on social media have positioned her as a style icon for queer women. Through her advocacy and visibility, Benson continues to inspire others to embrace their authentic selves. Amber Valletta is a supermodel and actress who has used her platform to advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and environmental sustainability. Valletta's collaborations with inclusive brands and her outspoken support for equality have made her a respected figure in both the fashion industry and the queer community. Her ability to combine activism with artistry has cemented her status as a role model for those seeking to create meaningful change through fashion. Although not a designer, Ellen DeGeneres has had a significant impact on fashion with her signature tomboy style. Her lifestyle brand, ED by Ellen, promotes individuality, comfort, and inclusivity. As one of the most prominent, openly gay public figures in the world, Ellen's influence extends far beyond comedy. Her advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights and her celebration of diversity in her work have made her a beloved icon and a source of empowerment for queer individuals everywhere. Known as the Queen of Less, Jill Sander is a German designer whose minimalist vision has left a profound impact on the fashion world. Her designs focus on clean lines, simplicity, and understated elegance, appealing to those who value timeless style. Sanders' gender-neutral aesthetic challenges traditional notions of femininity and masculinity, making her a beloved figure in the LGBTQ+ community. Her personal life remains private, but her work speaks volumes about inclusivity and freedom of expression. Her influence has paved the way for a new era of unisex fashion that continues to resonate globally. As the former creative director of Celine, Phoebe Philo is one of the most transformative figures in modern fashion. Her work emphasizes the empowerment of women through clothing that balances strength and subtlety. While Philo has not openly identified as LGBTQ+, her designs cater to a wide range of gender expressions, offering an alternative to hyper-feminine fashion. By championing androgynous silhouettes and functional elegance, she has earned a loyal following among queer women and those who seek clothing that transcends traditional gender norms. Haider Ackermann is a Colombian-born designer celebrated for his poetic, gender-fluid designs. His work blurs the lines between masculine and feminine, offering clothing that appeals to people across the gender spectrum. Ackermann's inclusive philosophy is evident in his diverse runway shows and collaborations, which often feature models of different identities and backgrounds. His designs emphasize individuality and freedom, making him a favorite among LGBTQ+ audiences who seek self-expression through fashion. Liz Claiborne broke barriers by becoming the first woman to lead a Fortune 500 company. She revolutionized women's workwear by designing stylish, practical clothing that empowered women to feel confident in professional settings. While Claiborne's sexuality was never publicly discussed, her designs reflected values of equality and empowerment, resonating strongly with LGBTQ+ ideals. Her legacy endures as a symbol of breaking norms and advocating for individuality through fashion. Christian Chavez, a former member of RBD and actor, made headlines in 2007 when he came out via an open letter after photos of his civil marriage in Canada were leaked. "I couldn't keep lying to myself or my fans. Honesty was the only way forward," Christian stated. Since then, he has become an LGBTQ+ advocate, inspiring fans worldwide with his message of self-acceptance. Puerto Rican actor Alexander Torres, known for Mariposa de Barrio, publicly shared his sexuality in a 2017 interview. He also announced the joyous news of becoming a father with his best friend, Carla Melendez. His openness about balancing parenthood and identity has made him a role model for many. Polo Morin's journey to coming out wasn't entirely on his terms. In 2016, a hacker exposed private photos of him with another man. Despite this invasion of privacy, Polo reclaimed his narrative, confirming his sexuality during a Facebook Live session. "Even though I didn't want to hide it, everyone deserves privacy," he said. Polo has since continued his acting career, proving that resilience and talent can overcome adversity. Venezuelan actor Rafael de la Fuente has gained widespread recognition for roles in Dynasty and Más sabe el diablo. In 2019, he publicly came out, a decision that resonated deeply with fans and the LGBTQ+ community. Through his portrayal of LGBTQ+ characters, Rafael has increased representation in mainstream television, breaking barriers and paving the way for more authentic storytelling. His advocacy for inclusivity makes him a trailblazer in the industry. Lambda Garcia, a Mexican actor known for La Reina Soy Yo and Señora Acero, became an inspiring figure of authenticity when he publicly came out in 2019. Sharing glimpses of his relationship with Diego Oseguera, Lambda's openness has resonated with countless fans. Known for his charisma and versatility, Lambda continues to thrive in his career, proving that living authentically is both empowering and influential. His story serves as a beacon of hope for others navigating similar journeys. Juan Pablo Espinosa, a renowned Colombian actor who is celebrated for roles in El Secretario and A Corazón Abierto, has been a prominent figure in telenovelas. Coming out as gay was a deeply personal and liberating decision for him. At 18, I was in Boston studying acting. I called my parents and told them, I'm gay. It was the longest silence I've ever experienced, but it was also the moment I felt a tremendous weight lifted off my shoulders, he recalled. Now based in Los Angeles with his partner David, Juan Pablo continues to shine in productions like La Fawn for Telemundo. Mexican actor Alejandro Tomasi, known for Hasta el Fin del Mundo and El Manantial, came out publicly in 2015 after a magazine revealed his relationship with artist Oscar Ruiz without his consent. In recent years, Alejandro has embraced a broader understanding of his identity, identifying as pansexual. For me, love is about how someone treats me. Gender doesn't matter. What matters is kindness and mutual respect, he explained. At 65, Alejandro remains a celebrated figure in telenovelas, continuously evolving both as an artist and a person. Sebastián Lagarde, a Mexican actor known for Pecados Ajenos and Acorralada, came out in 2013 after the loss of his partner. I'm homosexual, and I say it with pride. Sexual orientation is not a choice, but something innate. If God and my family know, why shouldn't the world, he declared. Sebastián's words serve as a reminder of the importance of living authentically and breaking barriers in the entertainment industry. The beloved Peruvian actor and singer Diego Berti left an indelible mark both on and off the screen. Tragically, he passed away in 2022 after a fall from his apartment building, but his legacy endures. Before his untimely death, Diego openly spoke about his homosexuality, emphasizing he was at peace with his identity. My daughter has known I was gay since she was 6 years old. I never felt the need to hide it, but no one could force me to come out. I did it when I was ready, Diego shared. With a stellar career in productions like Canela, Leonela, and Cosas del Amor, Diego also shared details about a past relationship with presenter Jaime Bailey, offering a rare glimpse into his personal life. His courage continues to inspire many. Javier Ambrosi, a renowned Spanish filmmaker, actor, and writer, has significantly impacted LGBTQ+ representation in media. Together with his partner and collaborator Javier Calvo, Ambrosi co-created groundbreaking works such as Veneno, which tells the story of Cristina Ortiz, a transgender icon in Spain, and Paquita Salas, a comedic series that showcases diverse characters and stories. Javier and his partner, affectionately called Los Javis by fans, are openly gay and proud advocates for LGBTQ+ rights. In interviews, Ambrosi has emphasized the importance of sharing authentic and underrepresented stories in media. We need more stories that show the depth, complexity, and beauty of LGBTQ+ lives, he said. Their work has earned critical acclaim, and their dedication to representation continues to inspire audiences worldwide. As cultural leaders, they use their platforms to promote acceptance and understanding, cementing their legacy as champions of diversity and equality. Argentine actor Federico Ayos, celebrated for his roles in telenovelas like La Doña and Médicos, Línea de Vida, came out in a heartfelt interview in 2020. He opened up about the struggles he faced while coming to terms with his identity and the eventual relief of embracing his truth. Being honest about who I am was the hardest and most rewarding decision I've ever made, he shared. Federico has become a vocal supporter of LGBTQ+ representation in Latin American media, often highlighting the importance of authentic storytelling. He uses his platform to connect with fans and encourage conversations about inclusion and acceptance. I want my story to show others that there's no shame in being who you are, he said. His openness and advocacy have solidified his position as a beloved figure in the entertainment industry and an inspiring role model for the LGBTQ+ community. Rodrigo Massa, a Brazilian actor, singer, and television host, is widely recognized for his roles in El Dragón and La Casa de las Flores. Rodrigo came out in 2018, marking a turning point in his career and personal life. In interviews, he has discussed the fears he had about how his revelation might affect his career, especially in a region where LGBTQ+ representation in media is still developing. Despite initial concerns, Rodrigo's decision to live openly has been empowering. Visibility is a form of activism, and I realized that I could make a difference by sharing my truth, he said. Beyond his work as an actor, Rodrigo is a passionate advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, frequently using his social media platforms to raise awareness about issues affecting the community. His charisma, talent, and dedication to inclusivity have made him a prominent voice in both the entertainment industry and the fight for equality. Manolo Cardona, a prominent Colombian actor known for his roles in critically acclaimed productions like Narcos and Who Killed Sarah, came out as gay in 2020. His announcement was met with widespread support from fans and the LGBTQ+ community, who praised his courage and authenticity. Manolo shared that his decision to come out publicly was driven by a desire to live without fear and to inspire others struggling with their identities. Living authentically was something I owed to myself and to those who look up to me. Representation matters, and I wanted to contribute to breaking stereotypes and fostering acceptance, he stated in an interview. His decision to embrace his identity has not only allowed him to grow personally, but has also strengthened his commitment to advocating for LGBTQ+ visibility, particularly in the Latin American entertainment industry. Manolo continues to shine in his career, proving that authenticity and success go hand in hand. Mexican actor and television personality Mauricio Mejia is a trailblazer for LGBTQ+ representation in Mexican media. Known for his roles in popular television programs like La Rosa de Guadalupe and Como Dice el Dicho, Mauricio publicly came out as gay in 2012. His journey to self-acceptance was not without challenges as he faced societal pressures and professional obstacles. However, his resolve to live honestly and openly motivated him to share his story with the world. Coming out wasn't just about me, it was about showing others that they're not alone, he said during an interview. Mauricio frequently speaks about his experiences with discrimination, the importance of self-love, and the need for equal rights. As a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ causes, he participates in initiatives promoting acceptance and equality. His commitment to authenticity has made him a role model for many young fans navigating their own journeys. Rita Mae Brown's novel Ruby Fruit Jungle, published in the 1970s, became a groundbreaking work for lesbian literature. By the 1980s, Brown had cemented her place as a prominent voice in LGBTQ+ storytelling. Her works celebrated queer identities while challenging stereotypes, and her sharp wit made her a favorite among readers. Beyond her writing, Brown was an outspoken advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, using her platform to demand visibility and acceptance. Alison Bechdel's Dykes to Watch Out For became a cultural phenomenon in the 1980s. The comic strip, which humorously depicted the lives of a group of lesbians, offered representation that was virtually non-existent in mainstream media. Bechdel's work not only resonated with queer audiences, but also introduced straight readers to the complexities of LGBTQ+ life. The Bechdel test, derived from her comics, has become a widely used metric for evaluating gender representation in film and television. Margaretha Kammermeyer, a decorated U.S. Army officer, made headlines when she came out as a lesbian in the late 1980s. At the time, LGBTQ+ individuals were banned from serving openly in the military, and Kammermeyer's admission led to her discharge. Her story sparked a national debate about LGBTQ+ rights in the armed forces and inspired the 1995 film Serving in Silence. Kammermeyer's bravery in standing up against discrimination paved the way for future policy changes, including the eventual repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Adrienne Rich was a towering figure in feminist and LGBTQ+ literature. Her poetry and essays explored themes of identity, love, and resistance. Works like Compulsory Heterosexuality and Lesbian Existence challenged societal norms and provided a framework for understanding lesbian feminism. In the 1980s, Rich's work became a rallying cry for queer women seeking representation and validation. Her poetry often intertwined personal experiences with broader political commentary, making her a key figure in the fight for equality. Jerry Jewell broke barriers as the first person with cerebral palsy to appear on a major television series, The Facts of Life. While her role focused on disability representation, Jewell later revealed her identity as a lesbian, adding another layer to her advocacy. Her journey was far from easy. Navigating Hollywood as both a person with a disability and a member of the LGBTQ+ community meant facing discrimination on multiple fronts. Despite these challenges, Jewell remained steadfast in her commitment to authenticity, proving that intersectionality and representation matter. Her courage in sharing her story has made her an enduring symbol of resilience. Sandra Bernhard gained prominence in the 1980s as a comedian with a sharp tongue and fearless approach to controversial topics. Her performances often delved into themes of sexuality, love, and societal expectations, making her a favorite among LGBTQ+ audiences. Bernhard's humor pushed boundaries, and she often hinted at her own relationships with women, creating a space for conversations about queerness in a time when such topics were taboo. Her close friendship with Madonna further elevated her profile, and her role in The King of Comedy showcased her versatility as a performer. Bernhard remains a beloved figure for her contributions to comedy and her unapologetic embrace of her identity. Melissa Etheridge emerged as one of the most influential rock musicians of her time. Born in Kansas, Etheridge's passion for music led her to Los Angeles, where she built her career with raw, emotionally charged songs. Her breakout album in 1988 included the hit Bring Me Some Water, which showcased her powerful vocals and heartfelt lyrics. While Etheridge officially came out as a lesbian in the early 1990s, her openness and authenticity in the 1980s already resonated with LGBTQ+ audiences. Behind the scenes, she was quietly building a reputation as a queer icon, refusing to conform to heteronormative expectations in her personal and professional life. Her music provided solace and validation to those struggling with their identities, and her eventual public coming out marked a pivotal moment in LGBTQ+ representation in the music industry. Martina Navratilova's career was defined not only by her dominance on the tennis court, but also by her courage off it. Born in Czechoslovakia, Navratilova defected to the United States to escape political oppression and pursue her athletic dreams. By the early 1980s, she was at the peak of her career, winning countless Grand Slam titles and setting records that remain unmatched. In 1981, she made the groundbreaking decision to come out as bisexual, later identifying fully as lesbian, in an era when LGBTQ+ athletes faced immense stigma. The announcement made headlines, and Navratilova was met with both support and harsh criticism. Sponsors hesitated to endorse her, and the media often scrutinized her personal life. Despite these challenges, she never wavered in her commitment to authenticity. Over the years, she became a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, using her platform to address issues like marriage equality and discrimination in sports. Audre Lorde's powerful voice echoed through the tumultuous cultural and political landscape of the 1980s. A self-described Black, lesbian, mother, warrior, poet, Lorde's work transcended traditional boundaries, addressing topics like systemic racism, sexism, homophobia, and classism. Her landmark works, such as Zammy, A New Spelling of My Name, and Sister Outsider, explored the intersections of her identity with unflinching honesty. In the 1980s, Lorde's writing became a cornerstone of the LGBTQ+ and feminist movements, challenging the erasure of queer women of color in mainstream discourse. She co-founded organizations like the Kitchen Table, Women of Color Press, ensuring that marginalized voices had a platform. Lorde's activism extended beyond her writing. She gave speeches, led workshops, and inspired countless individuals to embrace their identities unapologetically. Barbara Giddings' activism began in the 1950s, but her work in the 1980s continued to influence LGBTQ+ visibility and representation. As one of the key figures in the fight to remove homosexuality from the American Psychiatric Association's list of mental disorders, Giddings understood the power of visibility and education. During the 1980s, she focused on advocating for LGBTQ+ representation in libraries and literature. She worked tirelessly to ensure that books about queer experiences were accessible to the public, understanding that representation could change lives. Giddings also appeared in public debates, unapologetically advocating for LGBTQ+ rights. Her pioneering efforts helped build the foundation for modern activism, and she remains a beloved figure in LGBTQ+ history.